What's up, guys? Welcome back. This time we're going to be going over the Soli-Tree. For the most part, this is just a playthrough, but you can use it as a guide. I will definitely cut parts out that are boring and repetitive, stuff that you don't need to see. I'll show off the enemies the first time that you encounter them, but other than that, I'll probably just cut the battles out, or any time that I mess up or leave to go heal or anything like that. I'll try to mention it instead of showing it, just to save some time. And I'll definitely put timestamps in the description so you can jump around to like whichever part you're having trouble with or that you just want to see again. I'll leave in the cutscenes if anyone's interested in that, or you can just skip them. I don't want to waste too much more time, so I'll just get into it. First off, I don't recommend getting in any fights without having both bros. If you can manage to get around them, definitely do it. If you get in a fight, just flee, go get the other bro, and then go back and fight them later. If you've managed to pull off some of the challenges, like defeating Bowser's minions, like 300 of them or whatever, and then 300 Gloam enemies and all that, then you'll have the Master Boots and the Master Hammer, and that makes things go by way faster. You could equip one like Master Hammer or Boots on Mario and the other on Luigi, or just whatever combination you want to use to make the fight go by faster. Just use that. It's not much faster, but every little bit helps, I guess. As far as these enemies go, if they jump and throw the hammer, then you jump when they throw the hammer, and if they don't jump, then you don't jump. Also, if they go over and throw two hammers in the air, they'll eventually come back down, most of the time at the end of the battle. And just be prepared. Remember which side they went to. In this case, he threw them at Mario, so just be prepared to counter that at the end of the fight. Also, I wouldn't bother wasting any items curing Gloam just in the fight. They're not that hard. You'll need them later. Or maybe you won't, but either way, it's a waste to do it there because the fight's about to end. This probably should have been obvious, but don't jump on those guys. They have a spike on their head, so doesn't do anything. Use the hammer if you can, and if you don't get a preemptive strike, then that's fine too. I recommend using a lot of bro attacks here. Maybe not at the beginning, but definitely do it throughout the dungeon, especially once you get later into the dungeon and you can heal and leave freely. It's definitely recommended. You got to speed things up. This place is this is definitely the biggest dungeon in the game. It takes quite a while to complete. Mistake of letting Luigi get hit by one of those Gloam flowers. Here I tried to attempt to just kind of get around this enemy. It did not work out. I noticed it's kind of a dead end over there, so I might as well go ahead and grab the items. But just run. That fight would have taken 5 times as long to finish, and might have even got a game over due to just having one bro. So I pick up the items and then let him come at me and then try to get around him. He got an ambush on me, so they'll get the first hit here. As far as these attacks go, he's telegraphing what he's about to do. If he aims up high, he does 4 usually. If it's down low, jump. If it's up high, don't jump. Just kind of got to remember the order. His right arm will be for Mario and his left arm will be for Luigi. I went back and got Luigi, destroyed that flower, and now I'm going to go back and actually beat this enemy. Another thing to keep in mind, a good way to get around here is the bro ball. You can definitely speed things up, just got to watch out for those flowers, but it also helps using most of the bro attacks or bro moves out in the field, just because they keep Mario and Luigi close together and Luigi won't be lagging behind a little bit, get hit by any flowers. The UFO one works probably the best, just don't actually make them go into the UFO. I'm gonna go ahead and skip through this fight because it's just, I mean, you've already kind of seen all of their moves. They can fly and change forms. Not too much going on there. I might show that if I notice it. You will be returning to this room a lot during this dungeon. You can go ahead and hit this so you can warp back. You can always take this back and then go back to Shipshape Island if you need to heal or get any items. But this room is probably what takes the longest to complete in the whole dungeon. So there's a bunch of ways you can go about this. I just recommend just putting it in one or following along with me, because the different spots to put that in, the lantern they call it. If you put that in different spots, it opens different gates, I believe. So you just put it in this pedestal right here, and where it's red, you're going to want to get the flat, whatever it's called, the bro fire ice. Throw it at that. You want to make it fire since it's red. You cannot go back after you've done that. It's in there. To get the first strike on those guys, you have to wait for them to swoop down and then land on their head. Once again, I recommend using bro attacks as much as possible. This move is pretty simple. You just hit with the bro on the side that the robot is on, and then hit with the other one. It's kind of slow, and then it's fast, and then it slows down again, and then just hold A and B on the last one, and you'll counter the attack and damage them. Also, that one where they swoop around, you can jump on their head. That one will just take some getting used to. You'll figure it out and be able to counter that in no time. Tried to get the preemptive strike there and ended up getting hit by one of the flowers, and then shot in the back by the enemy. Got ambushed with just Luigi. So these attacks, they just move forward and shoot, and I believe they do it 3 times, and then on the 4th time you can jump on their head. I think that's how that works anyway. So yeah, just flee and go pick up Mario and come back. You defeat a non-robot enemy that's glowed, they'll do this, and you'll have to jump over once they're defeated. So just keep that in mind. I tend to forget. I actually remembered right there, so. And if at any point you need to heal and you don't want to go back to Ship-Shape Island, Countdown to Cure is a good one to keep on until it gets low, and then say you take it down to like 1 or 2 charges, and then save it and put it on when you need to heal your BP or just your health. Here I'm using the bro ball to get around. It's a lot better if you can do one of the bro moves to make sure that they stay closer together. Now here we have 2 new variants of older enemies, but the Seedles are incredibly different. So once the Seedles are the only enemy left, they'll become a different enemy, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Now honestly, you want to fight it because it gives a lot of experience and coins, so you cannot turn them into golden Seedles either, so don't try that. Also, that enemy drops a piece of gear that is very good too. So try to take out the other enemies and only leave the Gloam Seedle or whatever it's called. A good move for this is Luigi's Max Mix Vortex. You can control it and not hit the Seedle enemy and just take out the other ones. But most moves aren't going to defeat that enemy, so it really doesn't matter that much. It took like 4 of those hits, and it'll take this last one too, and I still don't believe that it goes down. Got Countdown to Cure to go off, that's great. Just make sure that once that charges up to put it back on so it'll start counting down again. Now, since I left the enemy alone, it turns into this. I believe it's called Seedlusa. I tried to seedalize it, and this was before I knew. To save you all some time, it does not work. I tried it multiple times. And I tried it on the base version of this enemy as well. You definitely want to use bro attacks on it. It has a lot of health. And it's got some pretty annoying attacks that I'll go over whenever they come up. So I was able to defeat it before it got a turn, but look at that experience, 6,208, 722 coins just for one fight, and it didn't take that long. It's definitely worth doing, so keep that in mind. Any of the countdown plugs are good to go ahead and get them low so that you can use them whenever you want. So countdown to charge, countdown to crush, countdown to cure. Get them all to 1 or 2 charges and take them off and then use them when you need them. Just make sure you don't have charge bank or something like that on, because then it'll just use charge bank instead. So I skipped most of this fight, but I wanted to show this move since they finally used it. Do not hold your hammers up. You want to wait until the flower gets close. I really never got this down, if I'm being perfectly honest. You have to wait until right before it gets there, and then swing. Hopefully you're better at it than I am. Make sure to hit that invisible block and get the max mushroom. Those are always nice. So here's another form of the robot that normally has a spike on its head. It has this form, the spike on its head, and one where it flies. And as their moves come up, I'll show them off. And here's another possible move that I didn't go over earlier that this enemy can use. It can charge up and increase their strength and heal them some. It's kind of annoying, but no big deal. So as you can see there, you cannot counter that. You just gotta jump over it. You gotta jump at the last possible second. Easy peasy counters will make that a lot easier, but even if you get hit by it, it's not that big of a deal. I do recommend trying to make these enemies into golden Seedles to make it go by faster, but if they're not golden Seedles and you just turn them into a regular Seedle, then you're kind of just going to be wasting your time. You'll get 1 experience and 1 coin for it, so it's really up to you if you want to go for the RNG or just try to take them out. I lost Luigi right there. It's pretty annoying because we were almost at the end. And you have to have both brothers here to finish this part. So I will have to go back for him. But as for now, I'm just kind of looking around. There's one enemy left. And you need Luigi to hit the button to go back for the shortcut, so it makes it even worse. Right here I decided to just fight this enemy, so I heal Mario up and then just fight him. Probably not the best idea to do this, but I just kind of wanted to clear it out. I probably should have waited to get Luigi back for sure, because I did manage to get a golden Seedle right here. So Luigi won't get that experience. I went and picked up Luigi and came back. Want to hit this switch just in case he gets hit again. You'll have a shortcut. And then go over here and use the Bro Flower, Fire and Ice, like charged up version to destroy this flower. And then you'll want to use the Bro UFO and spin across and pick up this lantern. Make sure you make Luigi carry it, because you'll have to jump with Mario, then pass it, jump with Luigi, pass it back. And now you're just going to return this lantern to the hub room in the center of all these other rooms. And that's kind of the point, is that you're just going to go in a room, clear the room, take the lantern, take it back to the central area. And you're going to want to follow along with me if you want to play along with me. Make sure you put it in the right pedestal, or you'll do it in a different order than me and unlock a different gate. And where that one was blue, we lit that lantern with ice. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what we did. And it opened these pads. Now here, I believe I go back to heal at Ship-Shape Island, so I will cut this out and pick back up once I get back. Okay, now we're back, all healed up and ready to go. We're going to take this southeast path next, if you want to play along and follow me through. So you have to clear at least most of this room before you can exit, so be prepared once you enter. I wouldn't spread myself too thin here. Make sure that you can heal, make sure that you don't overdo it. And also, there's a video guide on YouTube by Mixeli for this area. It's a absolute best method for reaching level 100 in Mario and Luigi. While I don't think it is as good as my post-Gloam World XP farm, it is a valid one, and I did watch it to compare mine to. So, if there is another one to consider, it would be that one. I just found it to be a little more strict, and I just wanted to kind of turn my brain off and hit stuff rather than thinking about it too much. So check that video out. It's called Absolute Best Method to Reach Level 100 in Mario and Luigi Brothership by Mixeli. It's a pretty good video, so check it out, and if you like it, leave a like. Now we can finally go over Seedlusa's other attacks. So the order they came up in is the order they'll go off. On the ones that are low to the ground, you'll want to jump. If they're closer to Mario or Luigi, jump with that brother first, and then with the other one. If they're up in the air, don't jump. Pretty simple, I just wanted to go over it and show it off real quick. After you hit that switch with Mario, I recommend you go back and pick the plug up and bring it with you so you don't have to make this trip twice. I didn't realize it on my first time through, but you'll need it in that spot just over there. So earlier I mentioned an item that you could get to drop from this enemy, and here I finally get it at full belly wear DX. It's probably the best gear in the game as far as wear goes. So here I am checking it out. I definitely equip it. It's the best defense in the whole game. And when your HP is full, you take 30% less damage, so it's even better when you have full health. Just wanted to show that. Now it has to be the Seedlusa enemy. It can't be like the Seedle version. The Seedle version drops something, I believe it's a max syrup or something like that. So make sure that you're always letting them transform by leaving them by themselves and then defeating them like that so that you can get that drop. Though it is really rare. And that's why I mentioned to bring that plug earlier. I didn't realize it until I was already over there. But you can go ahead and switch to the bro flower and destroy that flower over there. So those boots weren't all that great for me, but maybe they'll be good for you. Just make sure to pick them up. Take that enemy out, and then go back and get the plug to take up the steps and over toward that gate. And I made the mistake of running into one of those, so I'll go back and pick Mario up and come back. Thought it'd be worth mentioning that you want to come down here to get Mario. Also, if he was carrying the plug, it will take it down there too. So, wasn't that far. I didn't think I needed to cut all of that out. And once you place that plug in there, you can actually leave the area again if you have to. Be careful going through here. And that does it for the southeast room. You're going to want to take the lantern back. You'll have to pass it to Mario so Luigi can get up. I put mine here next. Go ahead and light it with ice, because that makes sense. And then I believe I go back to heal again, so I'll pick back up after I get back. So we've done probably two of the most difficult rooms. They're more combat heavy. Some of these rooms are just like platforming and puzzle solving, which honestly is a lot easier. So that's what this, we're gonna go to the east room next, and that's what this is. I messed this up a few times, so I just went ahead and skipped to the run where I actually cleared it, just to save y'all some time. That room's fairly simple. You get it after just a few tries. It's just a matter of knowing where the next number is. It's not really difficult. And place the lantern here and then light it on fire. Save my game. And then now we're gonna go west. Now onto the west room. This is mainly platforming. It's going to be some trial and error as you go through this one. You can try to follow along with what I did. But it's really not that difficult. This part looks way worse than it actually is. Just kind of try to keep an eye out, find some safe spots. You want to go to that east side to get that question mark block. I go back for it here. I probably should have charged up the roll to make it a little faster, but it's not too bad to get through. This is the same as that one part earlier. It is a little more difficult because of the direction it's going. I wasn't going fast enough there, so just gotta leave a little bit earlier. You can also stand on the edges and dodge it entirely. Make sure you keep them together so you don't have to like get them to come back for that move, because you can jump while they're like that and then do UFO again. Pretty easy. This is definitely the hardest part of this room, so I'm going to just skip to the time that I cleared it. I think I messed it up like once. It's not too bad, but I messed it up. So this time I actually pull it off. You can honestly pace yourself here. You don't have to go too fast. But if you see that the path is clear, go ahead and take it. If not, just stay in the whirlwind and you'll be fine. You'll just keep floating. This last one can be a bit tricky. Wait for it to go by and leave as soon as it's gone. Jump up here and get it as fast as possible. I just barely made it, but we got it. And that's pretty much all there is to that room. Make sure you grab the boxes on the way out, and then we'll be on to the next one. Luigi gets in the way quite a bit sometimes when it comes to placing those plugs or these lanterns down. But we got it. I saved my game again because I just didn't want to repeat that. I recommend saving it each time you clear a room, because you'll be back here, so you might as well. Just charge up a roll to get up here. Probably know that. This room's a pretty good mix of some platforming as well as battles. You can come up here and get this box. This is also where if a brother gets hit by one of the flowers, that's where they'll go. You come back to pick them up. So I just got Luigi and came back. I was trying to get around, but you can actually hit that branch with the charged up flower attack without getting into that mess. And I recommend being in a ball or the UFO bro move to get around this without getting hit. It is pretty difficult. I'll pick back up after I go get Mario. So we got Mario back. I'm struggling with these things. You can also hit this one without having to go into all that. Once you see the path is clear, just charge through like I did. Makes it a lot easier. You can go ahead and hit that switch to make a shortcut back to the beginning. Made it across that without getting hit. You want to leave as soon as the coast is clear, maybe even a little bit earlier. Then I tried to avoid that guy. I thought he couldn't move any further, but he could. So destroy this flower before you go over. And UFO over there. There's actually a secret here. You can go ahead and hit this button with Luigi so you'll have a shortcut. Sometimes if you get too far away from him, he freaks out and runs back to Mario. But if you go back here and jump up, there's a secret. Make sure you get that invisible blocks in the middle. Not too great of gear, but maybe it'll be good for you. You can pick the lantern up and then you can get out of here and move on to the next room. So place the next one here. Once Luigi gets out of the way, light it up with ice. Back to ship shape this time, so I just used items to heal up. Had tons of syrup jars and mushrooms, so I just used those. Probably could have used Countdown to Cure and saved a little bit, but money's not really an issue once you're at this point in the game. Or if you followed along with either of my XP or coin farms, you should be completely fine. You can check those out if you want. I'll put them in the description. I messed around in the menus a lot right there, used some of the beans and stuff like that. But now we're going to the northeast room. Make sure you grab the Whittle Down Hammer DX, it's an invisible box. Wasn't so great for Mario, but pretty good for Luigi. Make sure to grab this box over here. This room's really just a lot more platforming. once you jump up here and hit this switch, it'll start, but the first time it plays a cutscene. Then the second time you'll actually be able to do it. It seems sort of rough at first, but honestly, if you fail, there are checkpoints, and the lantern will actually appear back where it was when you fell. So it's not so bad. Make sure you grab this box. I mess up here in a second, and you'll get to see exactly what I was talking about with the checkpoint. It seems rough, but it's really not that bad. See, I messed up right there, and the lantern appeared back over here. If it didn't do that, it would be pretty difficult, but it's not too bad. Make sure you're charging up your roll through here. Most of it's not too bad. You don't have to jump on that one. It's actually better if you don't, but you do have to jump right here. Pretty simple. Did it on the first try, even though I failed. So you've got this. Now we just gotta take this on back to the main room and we can move on to the next room. So I placed mine here, light it up with ice. We've only got one more to go, and that would be the northwest room. Make sure to save your game. For any reason that you might get game over or something like that, you probably don't want to repeat any of these rooms. You might as well, since you're already here. I was looking around for invisible blocks. So go ahead and put Luigi on this side, and then jump up. Once you hit this orange box, Luigi you can call him back to you, and then continue on to the next room. Just make sure you get that other box up there before you continue. So there's actually a lot going on in this room. There's some platforming, there's a few enemies to fight, and there's a secret. There's actually two secrets in this one, and you're going to want to do both of them. They're very important, especially if you're trying to find all of the golden turnips. So after you get the box, put Luigi on the right side of this, and then jump up with Mario. Go ahead and put Luigi on that side. I wasted my time here turning it around. I didn't have to. Just turn it all the way around. And then jump down with Mario, and Luigi will be able to hit that pink box. And you can continue forward. It looked like there was something back here, but there's not, unfortunately. So for this one, you're going to want to go ahead and put Luigi on that. And jump on these platforms with Mario. You want to jump down and hit the switch so you can get up there. And turn it around so Luigi's on the other side. A good way to line yourself up is to get under the first coin, jump up if you get it, and just jump directly to the left. Then he'll hit the box and you can move forward. Go ahead and get all these. It's always good, just free coins. And then break these boxes to the left. This is actually one of the secrets I was talking about. It's not on the map, as you can see there. It doesn't show it. And these are all golden turnips. So you're going to want to get all of those. Or they're all Grampy turnips. My bad, not golden. There's one golden one at the top, but you have to get the rest first. And I knew I was missing quite a bit of them. And I knew I was getting close to the end of the game, so I thought something was wrong. But then I found this room with like, I think it's 8 of them in just this one room. So that was pretty much all of them. I think after this I was missing one more, and it's also in this room. But I'll show you that once we get a little further on. Just need one more. I'll show you that one in a minute. But yeah, the gold one's at the top there. And to be honest, I cannot stand these guys. I wish you could just skip their entire dialogue. But it's a collectible, so you need to get them if you want to get 100%. Which I still didn't do, even though I've beaten the game. I didn't defeat 300 enemies without wear or any gloves or accessories on. In fact, it's the only thing I didn't do besides reaching level 100 and getting max coins, which is kind of a daunting task, and really didn't have time for all that, so maybe eventually. I couldn't make up my mind on which way to go. They all looked kind of overwhelming. I was trying to do the shortest path first, like finish it up, but they're all pretty simple. I should have just went one way and stuck with it, but even here I go back and then I go south just to hit a box, which is necessary, but I probably should have done that first before coming up here, because it's just a box that you have to hit to make the lantern drop another level. So I finally made a decision. Gonna go with this left room first. Have Luigi stand on the switch, get the box, jump on the platform. And this kind of seems difficult at first, but basically what you're wanting to do is turn them all around so that the lower end is going to be what you're jumping to, which means that you end up hitting most of them. Of course, the very first one I hit was actually wrong. You can see, if I were to go up there now, I wouldn't be able to reach the next platform because it's too high. I had to visual learner, so I had to go up there and check it. But I was pretty sure. The boxes are in order of the way the platforms are that you would jump on. So place them just like this, and you'll be able to get across no problem. So for this one, you're going to want Luigi to be on the other side. Go ahead and put him on there, and then jump and hit the box to turn him around to the other side. Go up, make sure you can jump and get that first coin, and then jump directly to your left. And you'll knock Luigi up there, and be able to drop the lantern one more platform. Now the only way to go is this way, and it's pretty easy too. You just have to lower this side for Luigi to come up on. Then you want him on the other side so that you can do it again in the other direction. Then on this one, put him on the right so that you can jump up and get the pink box with Mario, dropping the lantern one more level and opening this gate so that you can continue forward. So this is what I was talking about when it came to the second secret room. You can see it on the right there. It's honestly not much of a secret, but I don't know if you could consider it that or not, but it does have a lot of stuff in it. I feel like they didn't expect you to find it. We're gonna go in there in just 1 second. Go ahead and go up here first. Get what I believe is the last Grampy turnip. Make sure you hit this. It'll give you a shortcut back to the beginning of this room. It's very helpful. This is the last puzzle. So go ahead and jump up. And then here, have Luigi jump off by pressing L. And he'll go stand on one of the sides. And then you want to turn it around so that he's on the northern side. Jump off with Mario, land on it. And that's all there is to this section. You'll hit that and it'll drop the lantern onto the ground and you can pick it up and leave. But we're going to stop back by that sort of secret room before we leave. See, there's just a ton of coins in here and boxes and stuff. That's why I feel like they think it was a secret, but to me it was completely obvious. I don't know about anyone else. But definitely come in here. Go ahead and try to get everything. Looking for invisible boxes. So here, you're going to want Luigi on the side where Mario's at. And then go back up and jump off that ledge to have him get the box. So it's actually pretty good for Luigi. I like that it increases one stat at random. It's pretty cool. Kind of torn between that and the whittle down hammer. Increasing one stat each time you defeat an enemy, or one that the fewer enemies there are, the more damage you deal, which is really good for bosses when it's a single target. So just go through here and pick up all of these remaining boxes. And then you can go ahead and go get the lantern and then go back to the main room. I took the long way back because I wanted to check for an invisible box here. It had been bothering me ever since I came through here the first time and didn't jump around. But also, you can go back to this golden turnip in the first of the two secret rooms in this room, and he will reward you with something if you have gotten all the other turnips in the game. You can also go to the one on Ship-Shape Island and get your reward. I think they just put this one here so it'd be easier, because most likely you found them all. They weren't too bad, hard to find. This is the only one that I would consider a secret, truly. It's a pretty decent item, honestly. Increases strength by 30% and drops speed by 30% in exchange. So if you're not too worried about your speed and you just want to hit harder, it's a pretty good item. Though I don't recommend it. I like the amped gloves more. They increase all your stats by like 15, I believe. I prefer that more. But if you didn't have it and they're pretty good for you, then go ahead and put them on. Increase Mario's strength, honestly. If I had more coins though, and that item was working the way it was supposed to, it wouldn't be better than that. Which I eventually get some more. So I just didn't bother equipping it. But go ahead and grab the lantern and go back to the main room and put it in. So I put it in the final spot, but I wanted to save my game because I didn't know exactly what would happen as soon as I lit it. Turns out nothing. You're totally fine to go ahead and light it, but I go back and heal up before continuing on. So I'll pick back up once it's lit and I'm ready to move on to the next thing. So now they're all lit and this cutscene is going to play out. This next part is very cutscene heavy. So be prepared for that. Go ahead and save your game. and then go ahead and go up the elevator when you're ready. And I'm just going to let these cutscenes play out without any commentary, so if you want to see them, you can watch them.
Oh yeah! Yeah! Yahoo! Let's go! Okay. Oh yeah! Whoa! Wow! Let's go! Ah! Mario! Wow! Eh? Mamma mia!
I'm pretty sure there's nothing too important here. There's a bunch of coins and stuff like that that you can get, but just kind of explore as much as you want and then try to go to the next objective.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't worry too much about trying to get up to that spot. You actually can't do it yet, and you will have to at some point, so just don't worry about it for now. And there are a few boxes around. It's just, I mean, it's just regular mushrooms, so it's not too big a deal if you miss it, but there's, you know, a ton of coins around. You can grab whatever you want, but nothing too important. I definitely wasted a lot of time here, but I am pretty sure I found everything. So if you just want to use my video as a guide to find everything in this area, you just do that, or just go on through. Like I said, I wasted quite a bit of time here, but I did look everywhere.
Let's go. Yeah. Yahoo! Yahoo! Yeah. Yahoo! Oh yeah! Yahoo! Yeah! Yahoo! Yeah! Yahoo!
Something that I thought was pretty neat coming up, if you don't hit those moving blocks, you know, the ones that are shaking, that had that weird whatever in it, the game will make you repeat the mission until you do hit it, so you do have to hit it. Not this one, the one that was shaking a minute ago. But it is kind of neat that it forces you back to do that. I thought that maybe there would be a different outcome if I ignored it, and there kind of is. I mean, it plays a different cutscene, but then it just forces you to do it again. I'll show you here with this one. So as you can see, I just skipped past it, didn't get it, and a kind of neat thing, but it's not really a viable method for coin farming, but you can repeat this and keep getting the coins from it over and over again. It's just really slow, and there's much better ways to get coins. See, they just make you do it again and emphasize that you have to get all the blocks, so They really just want you to hit that. I actually repeated this a couple times just to test out and see how many coins there were and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end of this so I don't waste y'all's time. So I actually hit it this time, and this is what happens. And then just finish this like I showed earlier. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end. Still can't get over there. I was really worried about it, as you can tell, but don't worry, we'll get over there eventually.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
So I really enjoyed this part. I like the callback to Mario 64 with like He2 carrying the camera. I'm pretty sure I found everything, so if you just want to follow along, see if you missed anything, that's cool. But there is also, once again, not really that much to miss here. Just some coins and things like that, very basic items, nothing big.
Yahoo! Yeah. Yeah. Luigi! Yahoo! Yahoo! Yeah! Let's go! Yahoo! Yahoo!
Unfortunately, I came up here before I was supposed to, so there's nothing there. Of course, the goal here is to just find Reclusa and then follow Reclusa. And finally, we get to go over here, and there's nothing here, which is unfortunate. I figured there would be at least one good item in this area, and I thought that that's where it would be, but I was wrong. So yeah, the only purpose that this area served was to be another spot where you chase Reclusa to.
Oh yeah.
There are a few things to find around here. Once again, nothing important, so either just follow along and see what I found or just explore yourself until you're ready to go. I really enjoyed this part of the game. Yeah, I thought it was really neat. But then it did start to drag on a little bit toward the end. Of course, I fully explored the area every time that it reset, so I guess that's on me. Once you go through this time, you're gonna actually leave this zone, so grab anything that you want before you go.
Mario! Luigi!
Cosa mi hai detto un po'? No. Sigaretta ti fuori detto a cerca. Let's go. Okay.
I recommend saving your game and getting ready for battle. I went AFK here for a little bit, so I'm going to skip ahead. And once you're ready, go ahead and take the elevator to the next level.
Oh yeah.
Not too much different here, same old enemies. You'll just be fighting a couple battles in a row. And I really just recommend recharging any plugs using the quick charge brooch. Put one on each brother and then use a boo biscuit to get them recharged. Luigi's Max Mix Vortex can take these guys out real quick, and you can also just avoid hitting one with it if you want to fight the Seedlusa to get some more experience and coins from that, and maybe potentially that that piece of gear that drops from it. Other than that, you will get to heal back up after this before the final battle, so just don't be afraid to use all your BP or whatever, and I'll just let this play out like it normally does. So yeah, this is the end of the dungeon. I hope I was able to help. This was my first actual dungeon guide, and it was a pretty long dungeon too, so I don't know if I did that well with it. I know it was more of like a playthrough and a guide, so I hope it was able to help, or that you enjoyed it, or both. And I will be posting the final boss guide with no damage, as well as the final boss with the ending and credits and everything with no commentary. Comment below if you want me to cover anything specific after this. I'm thinking about Fantasian since this game's pretty much over at this point, but if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe. I hope this was able to help, and I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.
Baby, I wish you missed me like that.